Hi comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. And today I am going to share with you some more auction wins, but slightly different this time. I'm not showing individual lots. I'm going to show some comics that effectively were in group buys. So at the auction, these lots were described as a lot of 60 or 30 comics, and including Marvel, DC, etc. Now these are the ones that I find that if you do your homework you can get absolute cracking bargains, because quite often hidden in this lot of 50-60 comics there's a load of rubbish, but there's actually a couple of diamonds hidden in there that quite often nobody else has spotted. Okay, so most of these comics here that I'm going to show you, I paid on average about between £1 and £5, because they came as part of a lot. So for instance, there would have been a lot of 60 comics that I bought for £60, and these are one of that lot of £60. In most cases these comics actually by themselves covered the price of the whole lot, so all the other comics came free. Okay, so that is a tip for when you're buying from auctions, is look at those lots of multiple comics and look for the keys and the little diamonds in there. Okay, so first off, and this is one I was actually not familiar with, but I actually got it in one of these group lots, and when I found them, I really liked them. And they're in fantastic condition. So these are 12-cent comics, so I think they're dating from the 60s. And it's a little series from DC called the Sinister Six. And I really like the two covers here. And I would say these are in very fine plus condition, 80 to 90. That's the first one, and the second cover I actually even prefer. It's a Nick Cardy cover. Now I really like Nick Cardy's run on Aquaman. His use of colours, vibrant colours, is amazing, and we can see it here too on this issue of Secret Six #2. So as I say, these came in a big lot, and my average purchasing price on these will have been, I think these will have cost me £1 each. And they're in really, really good condition. This second one, which has got a black cover, that's going to be really hard to get in high grade. And this has got a couple of minor spine ticks, but nothing more. Really nice comic. Okay, those two are not particularly valuable. They're worth a lot more than £1. On to some comics that I did actually spot where I was doing the diamond hunting. First off, there was a lot with a couple of really nice Astonishing Tales. Astonishing Tales #1. I think this is a great spec book because we've got Kazar and Doctor Doom, and actually also, and we've got Doom on the cover here, and Kazar. So I think this is really good spec, and it's actually quite a pricey comic. This one is in I don't know, 5560, something like that. In the same lot there was actually this one, Astonishing Tales #5. This one's really nice. Again, we've got Doom on the cover fighting Red Skull, and this one of course is a pence copy. There we go, it's a shilling. So great. Okay, next up, this just came in one of these lots. I did spot it, and this is in near mint plus condition. Tales of Crypt #1. This is from EC Comics. This came out in 1990, and it's sort of a reprint of some of the pre-code horror stuff. But that's really nice in a really high grade. Usually these have been battered around a bit because they've been in comic bins. I think this was from a guy who bought this from you. Probably never even read it by the looks of it. Okay, next up, and again I spotted this one, is what a comic I do look out for. I think it's going to keep going up in value. It's a just key comic. It is Black Lightning #1. This is actually my second copy of this. This is of course the first comic title with a black hero with his own comic title. So Black Lightning #1, again really nice pickup. And again, really nice condition, nothing majorly wrong with this. There's a few spine ticks. Again, it's got a black border, so going to be tricky to get in high grade. Okay, next up, and this is a nice one to have got. This is X-Men Annual 1, okay? Not one particularly on my radar, but I did see it in a lot and I thought, I've not seen that before. This is worth a few quid. This is in a reasonable grade, probably a, yeah, about 6.0, 5.0, 6.0, you know, but to get that, and I think this one was a fiver amongst the lot, so yeah, that was a really nice pickup. Right, and now we're getting into some more pricey books. This one is great. This was in a lot, and I think it was in a lot of 6 comics. In fact, the next 2 were in the same lot. There were 6 comics, and I think I got them for £40. So what's that? About just over £5. Yeah, £5, £6 each. But just look at this. This is Champions #1 in. Yeah, it's got some spine ticks, so I don't know, 7.5, 8.0. It's in really nice condition. I mean, what a strange team up. Hercules, Ghost Rider, Iceman, Black Widow, and Angel. This looks like, let's throw all the names of the heroes into a hat and pull some out and see what new team we can get. But this is worth quite a lot. This is an expensive comic. Bronze Age, I think, at 9p on here. This is a UK price variant as well, even better. You know, Ghost Rider's getting hot, Hercules is getting hot. So yeah, pretty interesting comic. Right, this one was in the same lot, and this next one was in the same lot. 6 comics. I think it was described as all #1s. And I haven't got this, and it's Black Panther #1. The weirdest #1, one of the weirdest #1s here. King Solomon's Frog. There it is. There is King Solomon's Frog. It's some sort of jeweled thing. Jack Kirby, of course. Comic weirdness, you know. We're going to do a #1 for Black Panther. What shall we have in it? I know, let's have King Solomon's Frog. Right, the next one I'm really pleased with, okay, because I spotted this. It was in quite a lot of trash, to be honest. But I spotted it. It was hiding behind another comic, and I could only see a part of it. And I checked it up, and I looked up the cover on Go Collect, and I thought, yes, that is what I think it is. And this comic is worth quite a bit of money now, and it's going up. It is Ghost Rider #2. So this is the first appearance of the Son of Satan. It's the second one in the series following #1. #1 is really hot. This is quite an expensive comic, and I picked this up. I think this lot, this is one of the ones I got for about £1. It's in really good condition. There's a few spine ticks. It's probably an 8.0, something like that, 7.5, 8.0. But even so, that is a fantastic pickup, and I think quite a good looking cover. You know, Ghost Rider is getting hot, hot, hot. Yeah, well, he's on fire, isn't he? But you know. Okay, right. One more. This is the star of the show. Okay, this again was in a lot, and I think there was about 15, 20 comics. and I bought them for I think it was £50. And I spotted this one in there, and it looked from the, you can't see it, the picture was of all the comics, so I spotted it and I checked up its price on Go Collect, and in a 9.8 this will cost you £3,000 or £4,000. Is this a 9.8? I don't know. I don't think it's a 9.8, but it could be a 9.0 plus, and it is Jack Kirby's New Gods #1. Look at that. That is a fantastic comic. I love Jack Kirby's artwork here. You know, this is described as the greatest comic science fiction series ever, both the artwork and the story. I have to admit, I haven't read the story. I will go away and read it. But look at the condition of that comic. It's minty clean. Could this be 9.0 plus? Possibly, I think. I'm probably going to start getting stuff graded again because the queues have dropped. I think this one is one worth getting graded because that could possibly be in the 9s. And if it is, we're talking about a seriously pricey comic. Okay, comic fans, I hope you've enjoyed this little video about some of my auction wins where the comic was in a lot of comics, not being sold as a single comic. I mean, each of those, you know, that could have been up there. So the auctioneers should have had that up as a single comic, and they should have advertised it. They would have got multiple times what they got for that lot if they'd done that. You know, some of these auctioneers don't know what they've got. Some of the people putting these comics in the auctions don't know what they've got. You know, Ghost Rider #2, look at the condition, it's really good. That is a hot comic. Black Panther #1, Champions #1, XMen annual #1, just great stuff. This is why I like auctions. I now am you know, an auction addict, because this is where you get the best value for your money. That's your lot. See you again soon.